Psalm 7, verses 1 and 2. Listen to this passage. O Lord my God, in you I put my trust. Save me from all those who persecute me and deliver me, lest they tear me like a lion, rending me in pieces while there is none to deliver. Paul is telling the Thessalonians, I'm thankful to God that you have endured your persecutions and your faith grows exceedingly because of them. Rejoice that you have been counted worthy to suffer for him. Remember when Peter and John were before the Sanhedrin and they forbade them to speak in the name of Jesus and they beat them? And it says in the text that they left that place leaping and rejoicing that they had been counted worthy to suffer for his name. Does that attitude prevail in us? God was the one who did this, and therefore God and God alone was thanked. Paul says we are bound to thank the Thessalonians for how strong your faith is? No. We're bound to thank God that your faith grows exceedingly. Okay, secondly, what does it mean that our love for one another abounds? You see, when our faith is increased, there's also going to be an increase of love. The very first fruit of the Spirit that Paul lists in Galatians 5:22 is love. Love, joy, peace, patience. All of those things go together. When our faith is increased, our love for one another will abound. People bond together when they suffer for the same cause. If a group of 15 of us were huddled together in a cave, in the cold, trying to stay warm, knowing that the authorities were hot on our tails, if they found us, they were going to burn us at the stake, and we're praying that God would protect us and our families, do you think that our love for one another would increase through that? Do you think we would have a stronger bond through that? Certainly we would. Do you think we could overlook our non-essential doctrinal differences and be united to pray for one another and love each other? Certainly. Paul says to the Thessalonians, I thank God that your love is increasing more and more, that your faith is growing exceedingly through your persecutions. Thanks be to God. You are a church that stands out in the world, and you are so obviously Christians that the authorities are persecuting you. You are seen by the world, and therefore God has a voice in the city of Thessalonica. Thanks be to God for that. Your faith is growing, and your love for each other is growing through these afflictions, through these persecutions. It's a blessed, wonderful thing when God does that. We don't pray for it or look for persecution or look for anything like that or look for suffering. But when God does it, the effects are marvelous. The church has never grown faster and been more vibrant than when it's been persecuted. And again, I want to emphasize to you, look at Acts chapter 17 and look at the situation going on in Thessalonica when that church was first born there. You had to be a sincere Christian to be a member of that church. There was no option. And that's why Paul commends them so. So that ends our first point, the cause for true thanksgiving. Paul thanked God that their faith grew and that their love was abounding.